Space-based solar power. Source, NASA, ESA, IFP. By visualgk.com. Solar energy generation has grown far cheaper and more efficient in recent years, but no matter how much technology advances, fundamental limitations will always remain. Solar panels can only generate power during the daytime, and much of the sunlight is absorbed by the atmosphere during its journey to the ground. What if instead we could collect solar power up in space and beam it down to the surface? Space-based solar power, or SSP, is the catch-all term for orbital systems that collect sunlight and convert that solar energy into microwaves or lasers, and transmit that energy to receivers on Earth. On the ground, the electromagnetic energy is converted into electricity and delivered to the grid. SPS-ALPHA. Proposals for space-based solar power arrays have been around since the 1960s, but the trouble is that to be worthwhile, they have to be huge. One early NASA project would have needed rockets capable of lifting 250 tons at a time into orbit, and hundreds of astronauts to assemble the full array. The Solar Power Satellite, via Arbitrarily Large Phased Array, or SPS-ALPHA, gets around this problem by turning the array into a self-assembling construction set. A total of 8 different module types, most weighing no more than 50 kilograms, would be launched in huge numbers, over multiple rocket launches. Some of the modules work like miniature versions of the International Space Station's Canadarm, walking across the growing structure, and fixing new modules into place. Once the core of the array is in place, SPS-ALPHA can begin beaming power to Earth, but new modules can be added over time, to increase the size of the collecting area. Also, by beaming microwaves at developing hurricanes, SPS-ALPHA could weaken or divert their path, saving coastal communities from storm damage and power cuts. Collection array. The 1,200 square meter aperture array is built from over 200,000 modules, each one wirelessly networked to the others, and capable of independently pointing itself. Electricity generation. Power from the solar panels is carried through cables down a central truss to the wireless power transmission, or WPT array, hanging below it. WPT array. High-efficiency solid-state amplifiers convert electrical power into microwave energy, which is then beamed down to a ground station. Invisible microwaves. Microwaves pass easily through air and water vapor. The beam is diffuse enough that it isn't harmful to plane passengers or birds. Steering signal. A pilot signal from the ground is used by each module in the WPT array to adjust the pointing of the microwave beam. Rectifying antenna. The ground antenna, several kilometers across, collects the microwaves and converts them back into electrical power to be fed into the local power grid. Please like, share and subscribe. visualgk.com